So we are welcome back again. Here is the part two of how to cut a lace. How to cut a lace. So now we are done with the trouser, and then the next aspect we'll be looking at is how to cut the top. How to cut the top. So you are welcome back. So let's see how we cut the top. Like I've explained before, I said this edge must always fall at the mouth. So now the my customer's chest is 47, is 40, so and the length is 36. The length is 36. So now I'll be taking this, I'll be folding this. It is already on fold, but I will have it is already on fold like this. Then we have to refold it. We have to refold it. How do we know what to fold? So that chest, we are going to divide it by 4. When you divide it by 4, then you add your allowance to it. So when I that chest, if I divide it by 4, so let me say it is 48. So 48 divided by 4, that is 12. That is 12. So that is going to be, I'm approximating now. So it is going to be 12. That is what I'm going to fold now. So I will add allowance to it. Add allowance to it. I will be adding allowance of 1.5. 1.5. So that is going to be 13.5. 13.5. So I'll be adding 13.5 as my folding now. I think it is okay. I'm good to go. 13.5. So length, the length of my top is 36. The length of my top is 36. So um I'm going to call the front and back together. I'm going to call the front and back together, then I'm going to subtract the area where I have to subtract later. So 20, 36, 36. So I'll be adding 1 to that 36. Or let me say I'll be adding 5 to that 36 because the allowance for the back is 4. I'm going to add 4 is always longer than the front. Back is always longer than the front by 4. So and then don't forget that at the shoulder here, we are going to join by half. So we are going to join by half. Half for the front, half for the back. So it's going to be 1. So that's the reason why I'll be adding 1 to it, making 37. 37. So I will now add 4 to the back, making 41. So the total I'll be having now is 41. I want to believe it is clear like that. So 41. So this is what I have. I have this, so I'm going to take out this. I'll take out that. Then this one is the rough side, so I'm going to place the rough side on the rough side. Change this one to the rough side. So now don't forget. So we have it like this. So don't forget that the front is always 4 shorter than the back. So you have to take out your 4. Take out your 4. You can see we did not add any allowance to the dampers. Not added any allowance. We just add the actual measurements. It's only that I added 1 to it. So for joining allowance at the top here. So that is the only thing we added. So the next thing is just to shift this one to the top. Shift it up. Then you take the measurement. So the back of my client, the back of my client is 19. 19 is the back. So you are going to divide it by 2. So when you divide it by 2, that is going to be 9.5. 9.5. So we are going to take 9.5, but you are going to add allowance, the joining allowance to it. That half you are going to use to join the sleeves. So What you are going to do now is just to add half to it. So that is going to be 20. That is going to be 10 rather. So it is going to be 10. So I will take out 10. I will measure 10. Then the shoulder slant. My shoulder slant is always 3.3.25. That is 3/4. So we've worked on this one before. We've talked on this one. So you can check how to cut senator top on this channel. We have how to cut senator top. We've done that one before. So follow the same step, just the same step. So when you work with these slants, so you will hardly have this rump at the armhole area. So you can hardly have it. Or let me say you cannot have it. And then when you cut your armhole correctly. So don't forget that we are joining by half. Half. So that half is what you have here. You are going to join by half. The front and back. You are going to join it by half. That is the half now. So you fold it on it by half. Then iron it so that it will stay. So the next thing is just to continue with the measurement. So now I have, I will retake my back now. That is 10 now plus the allowance. That is 10. Then armhole depth now is going to be 9.5. Back is proportional to the armhole depth. So it's going to be 9.5. The 9.5, you will not have add allowance to it because allowance is already here. You have folded that allowance to join it. So you are going to have a 9.5. There is no need for you to add allowance again. 9.5. So then chest line. The customer's chest is 47. So I said it is going to be 48 approximately. That is going to be 12. So it's not going to be 12 again. So it's going to be 11.5 quarter. So 11.5 quarter. So I'll place it there. I'll place it there. Then I'll measure my length. So we've said this, we've discussed this one before. So you can use if it is a very long kaftan, so you can use 17, 18, 17, 18. But 18 is okay if it is very long. But this one now you can use 14 or 15. But because it is a bit long, so I'll be using 15. So don't forget that we are not going to we are not going to fold the down parts. We are not going to fold the down parts. So you can use 14, 15. Or better still, since you are not joining the you are not folding this one will not be shorter. So let's use 16. Let's go by 16 since there won't be folding allowance there. So let's use 16. There won't be folding allowance. So now, so this slit is okay. So I have I'll measure the down parts as well. The same measurement I put here, 12, 11.5 quarter I put here, I will take it here to 11.5 quarter. Then I will link the lines. I will link the lines together. Sorry, have I added allowance? No. So the remaining one is allowance anyway. So we've talked about that one before. So my allowance is 1.5. So now at this point, you have to join this together, but make sure that you come in by half. This coming by half is when your customer do not have coming. When they not have when they have flat tummy, let me say flat tummy. So you can just blend it by half, flat half. But when the customer's tummy is a bit big, there is no need for you to blend them. So just leave it the way it is. So just leave it the way it is. Don't blend it. Don't blend it. But this one I'll be blending by half. By half. just the same way we cut our this thing, senator wear. So now place your armhole cuff, you place it here. This is the actual measurement, where the actual measurement here. So you place it here and you place it here. So it will just connect it. Someone may want to ask that what about those we that will not have this armhole cuff? How do we go about it? It is very simple. It is very simple, but it is good if you can get it. It is good if you can get it. So now, what you are going to do in such case is this. So you here, the measurement you take here is 7.5. And sorry, um, what you have here is 10. 10. So that place that 10, that same 10, place it here. That same 10. Don't mind it without minding this. So that same 10, place it here. So you link these points together. You have your straight line and modems. Are we together? Then now this one, you divide this one by 2. It's not 10. 10. You link it together. Sorry, wasn't 10 where it's supposed to be. So after that, you divide this one by 2. Divide this one by 2. Can see this one is taking our time. You divide this one by 2. Then you will now come in by 1. 1. Come in by 1 at this point. Come in by 1 at this point. And at this point, come out by half at the center here. Half. Half. So then what we do, we just try to connect it. You try to connect. And then it's going to give you almost exact result. Almost exact results. So you can go that way. Almost exact results. So now let's now work on the neck of my clients. So on how to cut the neck of a top, we've discussed that one initially. So I'll be having 2.5 at this point. So at this point, I'll be having 3. I'll be having 3. Then I will connect. So we have how to calculate the neck on this channel. So you can just watch that video and watch that video. So can cut we can have pots. So we are done with this. The next thing is just to cut out the yoke. Cut out the yoke. So now, how do we cut the yoke? It is told you that part of the yoke now for the yoke, this edge must be at the edge too. In the Yoruba part of the country, Nigeria here, they call it Eti Aje. Eti Aje. So that is what they call it here. So yes. So no, you are not going to fold anything. So 7.5, 8 is okay. So you can just measure it or just cut it as both as you want. So 8 is okay. So at the end of the day, it will be folded like this, and then this one it will not be folding it, will not be folding it. So that is how we cut this top top of a lace, top of a lace. That is how we cut it. So the next thing we'll be looking at is how to cut the sleeves. So don't forget, like we said this aspect must be outside. It must be bottom, the mouth of the sleeves now. So now you fold your sleeves. It's already on fold. It's already on fold. Then you are going to refold it again. So just the way we fold our normal sleeves. So we fold again. So I'll be folding by the sleeves is 9.5. That is the back. We use back to fold it. That is a 9.5, 9.5. So you are going to add 1.5 as allowance because we added 1.5 on the top. So it is going to be 1.5. So that is going to be 11 like that. It's going to be 11. 11. You're adding 11. So make sure it is a rough side. 11. So my client length, the length of my sleeve system 30, 34, 34, 34. Why saying 34? It is going to include the back is included. The back is included. So it is 24. So that is sorry, 34. 34. Taking from the back now. Back is 9.5. So 34. I have 34 here. 34. But I will be adding 1.5 to it. I've explained this thing before. So 1.5 to it. No, in this case now, we are not going to fold anything. We are not going to fold them. This the mouth here. We are not going to fold it. So I'll be adding 1.5 to it. So because to prevent the shortage that might have occurred. So we have this one now. So I'll be cutting out this. It's my sleeves. So yeah, and the next thing is just to bring out the calf's height. The calf's height is 5 as usual. 5. So you measure your 7, 9.5. 9.5. You measure your 9.5, and the remaining is 1.5, which is allowance. So then you connect this to this. So we have a video on this already. You can check this channel how to cut sleeves. So we have long sleeves and then we have short sleeves there. So the same process, and then but this one follow the short sleeves because you are not going to have cuff here. So the next thing is just to connect this. So the mouth here is 6. The mouth here is 6. So I'll be adding 1 here. 1 as allowance. So I don't have the same allowance I have here today. So I had 1 here, 1.5 here as usual. So you can check video on our YouTube on this channel. We have worked on this one before. So just you use this to connect it. It is good you use your this pants off. Give you nice results. So you notch this side, notch this. So you can see this is what we have at the end of the day. This is what we have. You see how lovely it is. So and then this is how we cut them the sleeves, the top, and then we have the trouser already. So the next thing is just sew. So the pocket, how to cut the pocket, just the same way we cut our normal pocket. So and then the top is going to have 20 euro embroidery design on it. So I'm going to take it to the person that's going to do the design. So later we are going to see how we sew it and then how we attach the side pocket. So if you have find this video useful, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and then don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and then don't forget to drop us comments in the comment section on how you feel about this tutorial, and then most importantly, do well to turn on the notification bell so that each time we upload a video, so you will get notified. And thank you so much, and God bless.